Do you even believe in you? I know the question sounds harsh, but really, do you actually believe that you can do the thing you say you're going to do? Because so many of us are walking around with brilliant ideas, great thoughts, things we feel called to do. But the moment we tell somebody and they don't immediately get excited about it, we're thrown off. I'm thrown off. And then we don't want to do it anymore. And that's what I want to talk about today. I remember when we were building our home, I asked my sister if she would drive us through the neighborhood because the builder said they had made a lot of progress. And so we show up and it's just wood beams everywhere, no walls. And I'm like, yeah, girl, that's going to be the master bedroom. You see that garden tub in the bathroom? That's our walk-in closet. This is going to be Grace's room. Like, I'm just walking her through the entire process. And she's like, girl, yeah, I can see it. And she's joking because she couldn't see it. It was literally wooden beams. But I could see it because I had toured the modeled home and I had spoken to the builder and I knew exactly what it was going to look like when it was all said and done. But I had my sister right in the middle of the process looking at the wooden beams, expecting her to see it the way I was seeing it. And I wasn't upset with her, but in real life, we get mad with people when they don't see the vision. But you got to understand that you've spoken to the builder. The architect has specifically designed that for you and given you the plan. So you can see the end goal, but they can't always see it. You're right in that middle messy process. And you're like, you see it? You see my business? You see my book? You see my content? You see that thing taking off? And they're like, yeah, I see it, but they don't. We want external validation so bad, y'all, so bad. And it's natural. But we want it so bad that when we don't get it, we want to go hide under a rock and stop doing the things that we know we're called to do when we don't immediately get that validation. And when you do that, it really exposes how you actually feel about yourself and your belief in your ability to do the thing you say you want to do. Because if you think to yourself you really can achieve something, then why do you want to stop as soon as nobody is clapping for you? And I get it because we all like to be hyped up. We all like that feedback. We all like that validation. It feels good to be supported. But the reality is that should not be the momentum that keeps you going. But that is why I asked the question I did at the beginning. Do you believe in you? Because that is what's going to be required to take this thing to the next level. And that is why a lot of us get stuck. We like to say we're stuck because people aren't supporting us. And sometimes that's true. But for most of us, we are stuck because we do not trust ourselves. We do not trust ourselves to move forward if other people don't co-sign it for us. We do not trust ourselves to move forward if it doesn't look impressive enough. We do not trust ourselves to build something that someone else has not said is good. And if you are wrapped into waiting for someone else to approve your goals, then you'll never move forward. Because even when people do want to support you, they are super inconsistent. And so you cannot count on external validation because it won't always be there. And that is when you have to check your own belief, because you're going to have to believe the things that people can't see and sometimes you can't see. Because that is the type of belief that is going to change your life. So if you're feeling discouraged because you're not getting the support or the validation that you wanted in this season, I want to give you some real things you can do besides just sitting there and being in your feelings about it. First off, stop talking about it so much. And I know it's hard, but we can talk things to death. Every opportunity you get, you bring it up. You're trying to explain it to anybody that will listen. And really, you're just hoping that someone will give you a response that you haven't heard already. But you do not need any more feedback, especially when you're just getting started. You need time, you need space, and you need to focus on the work. Don't worry about feedback right now, especially in the beginning when things are fragile and you're still unsure about it. It can discourage you and make you want to stop. So in the beginning, just let that be between you and God. You work it out. You start executing. Let it be small for now. Even if the vision is big and you can see the end game and you know it's going to be phenomenal, let it be small in the beginning so you can keep it to yourself. You can focus on doing the work and you can actually start making some progress towards that big dream that you have. Second, give yourself some proof. If other people are not validating you, you're going to have to create your own receipts. So Are you doing the work? Did you post the content? Did you do the workout? Did you start the business? Did you make the phone call? Did you do what you said you were going to do? Because if you did, now you have some proof that you're showing up for the big vision God gave you. And so no, you don't have people cheering you on and applauding you every step of the way. But what you do have is a history of doing the work that's going to bring you closer to where you say you want to be. And that is what's going to drive you when you do not have other people clapping for you. At least you're doing the work for yourself. And lastly, give people permission to come around later. And I know this one is hard because we take it so personal. When you tell someone that's close to you something that you're working on and they don't give you support immediately, you can become offended. I've been offended by that. But the reality is, people aren't always going to see it the way you do the first time you tell it to them. Some people need other people to get on board. Some people need to see a little bit more progress. Some people just, it takes more for them to be impressed by what you're doing. And that's okay. Don't say, oh, you didn't believe in the vision at first, so don't come around here anymore. It's okay. Because just like my sister with those beans, baby, I didn't see it. But now I do, and I want to be a part of it. And let that be your motivation that, hey, they don't see it now, but I'm building something and soon they will see. And the honest truth is some people still won't see, and that's okay too, because some people just aren't supposed to be a part of the season in your life that you're going to. And so you got to be comfortable with that as well. But do not let the fact that people are not on board right now, today, stop you from building your better future. If anything in this video resonated with you, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend if you feel like it's going to be helpful. I have really enjoyed growing with you all week over week, and I know there's so many more good things to come. I'm going to be praying for you this week, and I'm going to talk to you next week. Until next time, bye.